Alright, so today at American, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to wire up some Deutsches. So, Deutsch connectors, you have your female and male. They're pretty simple to do. The only thing you got to be worried about when you do them is the male connector will take female pins, and then the female connector will take male pins. Other than that, they're really simple. They each have their own lock, which you really can't put in the opposite one, so it's pretty dummy proof there. So, when wiring up Deutsches, they're really simple. All we got to do is take your wire that you're going to wire up. Right now, we're wiring up a water pump, so I'm going to take these strippers, strip a little over an 1/8 inch off of it, up both sides. Now, I like to take the pins themselves, slide them on the wire just so you're not messing with it inside the crimping tool, because sometimes it can get a little hectic and you don't really know if you got all the wires in there. So I'm going to slide both pins in here all the way to what I stripped off. So once you got that, you're going to take this handy dandy crimping tool. You slide the pin in, it'll go in, it's going to lock so you can't push it all the way through. It's really simple. Push it until it stops. It won't go any more than that. You just squeeze real tight. Once you squeeze all the way, it'll release. I don't know if you can see that. So once you squeeze all the way, the handle will come back to you. Really simple. Do the same thing again. Squeeze it all the way till the handle releases. So once you got that, I'm going to take my male connector. I'm going to slide these pins in here. It doesn't matter which hole, however you want to do it. I'll slide both of these in here. Maybe. They'll slide in, you'll hear like a clicking sound, let you know that they locked them in. They won't pull out no more, so that's how you know that they're in there all the way. Lock these pins in here just to make sure that we're all done before I move on to the next one. Sometimes you might have to take a flathead screwdriver, mess with the pins. They get a little funky, and sometimes you can't get this in here, which is looking like that's going to happen. So, thank you. Sometimes you might have to muscle these around and get them to sit flat and the pins to not be pushed up, because for whatever reason when you slide them in, the pins will be up in the air and you can't really get this lock in here. Oh my goodness, it's being a real pain. So once it slides in there, it'll snap. If for whatever reason you would have to take this back apart, you would just take a flathead screwdriver, pop that back out. You'll see two little plastic clips. You'll push them down, pull the wires out. It's pretty simple. Now to do the other end, so again, I'm just going to take and strip about an 1/8 inch off of each of these wires. Slide these pins on. And again, you can put these pins inside the crimping tool, then put the wire in it. I found out this is way easier to do it beforehand, so whatever floats your boat. Once you got that, again, slide it into the crimping tool, crimp it all the way down, handle release, slide the next one in there, same process. And then we'll slide both of these into the connector. I usually will slide this back on so I can match up my colors. Some Deutsches that you'll get, they'll have numbers on the side. Like this one, for example, has 1s and 2s. So I know that right now I got the ground going in 1, so I'm going to do the same thing on this side. It's pretty simple. You'll hear it click. You know you got it in there all the way. Same with that side. And these will go and plug in together once you get this lock, which usually takes a little while because this one sucks. Got to finagle it quite a bit. So once you kind of get that in there, you should be able to push it in with the screwdriver. And once it locks, it'll look like that. And then once you got them two done, they'll just plug in like so. And that's how you wire up a Deutsch.